Alright, so now that I talked a little bit about what I'm going to be doing differently, let's go in and actually plan out my new study schedule. Okay, so I'm actually going to do a screen recording and show you guys exactly how I'm going to start planning. So I have up on the screen in front of me, I have up my Excel spreadsheet that I have going that kind of says how long each chapter is going to take, and it has all the months listed out so I can plan out what weeks I'm going to be doing what and things like that. And then I have on this screen that you can kind of see my actual daily calendar, because I'm going to plan in for because I'm going to start on Monday the 18th. No. I'm actually going to start studying on Monday the 20th, April 20th. So I'm going to go ahead and put that into my calendar for next week. Okay, so on this screen we have my timing schedule. So I have in the orange here is the average amount of time that, according to Becker, that it takes for each section. So the R1, R2, R3, R4, so on. Those are each section, like all the chapters. And then we have the modules here up at the top. And then you can see the average time listed here in bold, taking the average amount of hours that it'll take for me to complete that chapter. And for reg, there's 8 chapters in total, which equates out to perfectly that 120 hours that is recommended to study. So even though this is my second time studying, I probably actually am going to stick to these times and then make adjustments kind of as I go. So we'll start with chapter 1 saying I need 15 hours. So since my internship's done right now, I have plenty of time in my day. So I'm probably going to designate about 30 hours a week right now to study. That way I have time to do other things I want to do right now. So if I do 30 hours a week, I'm going to do probably anywhere from 3 to 5 hours on weekdays, and then a few hours each day on the weekend as well. So for 30 hours, 7 days, it's a little over of an average of 4 hours every day. So let's do 5 hours on weekdays. So we'll do Reg 1, and we know from our average time here that Reg 1 takes 15 hours. So we'll plan for 3 days, since I'm going to do 5 hours every day. And then how I actually break that out, I will probably talk about in a separate video. So next, we'll go on to Reg 2, which is 11 hours. So we'll try to get that in 2 days. So I'll just do one day that has 5 hours and one day that has 4. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I think I'm gonna actually keep this like pastel. Sorry, I like making things look pretty. So we'll do that. Okay, so we'll do 6 hours one day and 5 hours on the other day. And then let's look at Reg 3. It says 14 hours. So we'll split that out into 3 days, just like we did with Reg 1. And this calendar, all these calendars are actually templates that Excel makes. I just downloaded them into Google Sheets. Oops. Okay, now for Reg 4, we have 16 hours, so we'll do that in 3 days. Looks like most of these are going to be about 3 days for planning purposes. Oops, we'll just copy and paste. And then 4. So after chapter 4, I think I'm going to do a review day and then also take my first mock exam. Well, not mock exam. Yeah, my first mock exam. So I'll do my first mock exam over chapters 1 through 4. Make that a bright yellow so we see it. Next we'll go to, let's see, for chapter 5, 15 hours. So again, 3 days. May. Well, okay, so the other thing is I need to decide how much I'm gonna do on the weekend. So how much I do on the weekend will probably vary depending on what I have going on that weekend. Right now I'm going to plan for just continuing that 5 hours for each of them for on Saturday and Sunday, just because I really don't have much else I need to do. I feel like that shouldn't be too difficult to get. I don't know. I think I'm going to just kind of make that decision as it comes, based on if I'm starting to feel stressed out, and I'll give myself days off here and there. Okay, and then I'm going to give myself a couple weeks to review. A lot of this is going to change just because I don't actually know when the AICPA is going to allow people to start taking exams again. So, yeah, I'll have to make adjustments as time goes on. And then I'll also plan in my like mock exams and everything within this review time. I'll probably plan them just kind of as I get there. But I'll do the entire mock exam 1 right before I start the review process. And then obviously everything else is going to just be, review. I'll do mock exam 1 there, mock exam 2. Okay, because I believe there's 3 mock exams that you can do. And then leave a few days for additional review after I do that mock exam. So this, I think this is how I'm going to plan for it right now. Oh, I just realized, oh no, I said that was going to do. Okay. So yeah, I think this is how I'm going to have it planned for right now. So this is what April looks like. The blacked out areas are blackout periods where you can't take exams, just so I know that you can't take exams. So obviously I have a lot blacked out right here because of, you know, COVID-19 and just not being able to take exams. But if you also go into like September, I have those blackout dates in there. And I think, yeah, December I do as well. So it's not too bad. This year is just a really weird year, and I have no idea when they're going to actually allow us to start taking exams again. Okay, so now here we are with my weekly calendar in Google Calendar. Close this out. Okay, so I really haven't planned that much, so I'm not going to do my entire weekly schedule. So like this was like my past week, this was my last day. I kind of did a little bit of everything, so we'll go back to this week. There's a lot of white space in this week because I just took time to play video games and stuff. But, now we're going to add in studying. I'm going to start studying on Monday, so we'll do like 9 to noon. We'll study R1. I have a complete separate CPA calendar. And then we'll plan in some lunch. We'll take a little break. And then I'll take like small breaks while I'm studying too if I need to. And then oops, too long. For 2 more hours, we'll do study R1. Okay, and we're gonna have this schedule Monday through Friday, because I'm gonna try to keep it to where it's like a normal schedule. Oops, I meant every weekday. And then on this day, we gotta change this to R2. Okay, and then on the weekend, I usually let myself sleep in on the weekends. So we'll just put that in here just so I know that I need to do some studying. I may study longer, shorter, whatever it may be. I do have a workout in every day because I want to start working out every day instead of just kind of sporadic. And so for now, that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to go over how I'm going to plan the rest of the week because I have a complete separate video where I talk about calendar blocking and how I plan out my weeks. So, but for right now, this is how I plan on studying. Need to add this every weekday. So yeah. So this is how I'm going to set up my schedule, and I will probably talk to you guys in a separate video about how I'm going to break up these study sessions and how, because Becker breaks it up with lectures, practice questions, multiple choice, simulations, things like that. So I will let you guys know in a future video how I am going to do that.